down the tunnel earlier. So important to these players to perform well in front of their fans. 2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Luka Doncic.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Now, I saw C.J. McCollum play all 4 of his years at Lehigh. He said the grind and hunger of a mid-major athlete is just different. You have to carry the responsibility of the team and literally the entire program. The tournament is on your shoulders. You get a lot of stuff that can't be taught. Guys, now he's the teacher. I'm just glad he's no longer schooling my beloved AU Eagles.
And David, as most people know, you went to American, so I get it. Class in session. Thanks, D.A. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Jalen Brunson out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then it's Green. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4-man position. And for Las Vegas, Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Hayes. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then there's McCollum. And it's Jones in at small forward. And Greg, at this point in the year, if your system overall doesn't seem to be working, how much can you really change before the offseason?
Well, usually a system change would come with a coaching change, but sometimes it's not the system. And sometimes you just need a different voice. And keep in mind, you also have to evaluate that roster and find out if the players on that roster are a good match for the system.
Now, here's Green. 6 on the shot clock, and it's Green with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Oh, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
With his strength, it isn't easy to upset Valanciunas with a little contact. You're going to have to get a lot more physical than that.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Finney-Smith kicks to Brunson. The 10-footer connects, the jumper drops.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Las Vegas. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
Doncic from deep three-point land. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
And, Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness. And I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has it. Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, Doncic. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But, Greg, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense. With his passing and shooting, you throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become such a problem for this league.
Here's Doncic. After the basket by Las Vegas. Over McCollum. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Now, here's Valanciunas. He's guarded closely. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. Puts up a 3. No good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Runs in the pass to Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. And he banks in the layup.
Doncic taking pride in setting the table for his teammates. I love his unselfishness.
McCollum outside. In the corner, it's Ingram. Shoots the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Powell. 8 points his last outing to the inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Yeah, Powell showing you right there that he can play through contact. Very physical and good concentration, too, to get that up and down.
Here's McCollum. Again, Las Vegas scores.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Doncic against McCollum. Doncic, no good.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
McCollum passes to Valanciunas. Here's Hayes. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Brunson finds Powell. Here's Finney-Smith. And here's Brunson. Shoots over Ingram. The shot's good from Brunson.
Now that was pretty. A beautiful move to set up that jump shot.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Ingram outside. Now the pass to Hayes. Takes it from 10. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Hayes. McCollum's got 8 points. Mavericks trail by 7. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Snell check in for Jones. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. He's checked in for Dwight Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Brown is checked in for Green. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Doncic. The 10-footer. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
The Mavericks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. Here's Hayes. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Ingram outside. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
There's Dinwiddie. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Brunson with a clean look. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. 7 points in the game.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's McCollum. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Now, here's Kleber. Passes it to B. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Las Vegas with a new shot clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Las Vegas.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
Bertanis, he's checked in for Dallas. Hayes hits them both. There's a minute 34 left here in the opening quarter. Dinwiddie outside. And the basket is good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
It's good from long range.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. 11-point game. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
So it's Las Vegas now, following the score by Dallas. There's 39 seconds left in the first. A three from McCollum and another three for Las Vegas.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Mavericks trail by 12. Poked away. Brunson the pass to Bertans. Kicks to Dinwiddie. Dallas moving it around. To the middle. McCollum with the ball. He's coming off a 28-point game against Memphis.
Yeah, and it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 4 seconds left. And it's good on the way in. Dinwiddie's got his second basket of the game.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Las Vegas. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. Back to the action after this word. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what we've seen from Las Vegas so far, guys, what are you seeing?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready. Ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for Las Vegas. They've got Ingram. Clark is out there with B. Then it's Jackson Hayes. And it's McCollum in at the point. And Las Vegas making a change here. Isley's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, he's checked in for Bertans. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Brown. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Dinwiddie.
Boy, that jump shot is wet. Hold this, says Doncic. Any kind of airspace, and he's knocking that down.
Las Vegas leading by 10.
And you know you're special when you're drafted third and people still can't believe you slipped that far. That's how good Doncic has been in his young career.
Garrett Temple is checked in for Las Vegas.
Now into the lineup for Las Vegas, Garrett Temple.
Pass to Isley. And here's Hayes. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. Las Vegas needs to get off a shot. Count that bucket. Hayes has got 8. And Greg, at the time of the 2018 draft, Luka Doncic was regarded as the best international prospect ever.
And sounds right because, coming from Europe, a lot of people assume that he's got a low ceiling, but he's surpassing all those expectations.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Jones checked in for Las Vegas. Here's Temple. His last outing, he had 8 points. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's B. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Temple. It's blocked. It'll go, and the Las Vegas lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from B.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Las Vegas has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Isley the pass to Clark. Now here's Jones. Back to Clark. A 3-ball. Doesn't go for him. Mavericks trail by 8. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, there's a subtle but real physicality and aggressiveness to Doncic's approach to the game, and that's part of his greatness.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Knocks it loose. There's the drive. Count that one. And now it's just a 4-point Las Vegas lead.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Las Vegas, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Jones. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Mavericks have gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in the second. What a quarter so far. Shot from 16, and it's Dallas with another.
And for a big man, he's as versatile as they come. I mean, he shoots it, he handles it. He's also a terrific passer. You name it, he can do it. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the game right now. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Isaac. And then for Dallas, Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Green in for Jalen Brunson. That free throw good from Doncic. Some super teams come together, Clark, on paper, and they look like sure things for the finals. But just how important are the other things, the intangibles?
Yeah, I think the intangibles, Kevin, are the most important things. When you talk about chemistry, trust, connectedness, those things just don't happen because you have great talent in 3 or 4 players. You have to have a team that's committed to one another and that trusts one another, and it takes time to build that into a championship caliber unit. So those intangibles are really important if you're going to win a championship.
Here's Powell. Following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Drains the three-pointer.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here he goes. Temple can't get it to go. Dallas shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
You know, what makes Luka so special and lethal is that he has the ability and the knack for taking over games at the most opportune time.
And first time out of the game called for Las Vegas.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
So for Las Vegas, Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Clark. Tony Snell comes in for Jones. And it's Brandon Ingram in for Garrett Temple. Then for the Mavericks, Bertans, he's checked in for B. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Green with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Pass to Bertens. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Here's Ingram following the score by Dallas. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You take a look at the 76ers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for the Mavericks, they've been fighting through some things, pushing to find answers. But they do remain a dangerous team that others probably still fear playing.
And that one's good. Doncic has got 15 points.
And, you know, you look at Doncic for a forward, this guy handles the ball extremely well. He's terrific at creating for himself off the dribble.
Las Vegas trails by 6. Now McCollum, he's got 22. Ingram outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 8 points for him.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Here's Doncic. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's McCollum. After Luka Doncic's bucket, McCollum, offensive rebound.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
Green with the ball.
2 minutes.
Now Valanciunas defending.
And all Powell needs is good positioning inside, and when he does get it, he's throwing it down.
1:53 left to play here in the second quarter.
And Dwight Powell continuing his comeback. The ruptured Achilles back in 2020. And that injury now not the career ender it once was.
Well said, Greg. Guys come back from that because of the advances in technology and training. And a credit to Powell that he's back and looking as tough and as impactful as ever. He's a guy that kind of holds the mortar together on teams. Does a lot of the stuff that needs to be done.
So it's Las Vegas now, following the score by Dallas. And they call an illegal screen here.
Mavericks ball.
Let's have a look at some league leaders from the last 10 games. Here are the highest scoring point guards in the NBA during that time. Number 1, Luka Doncic.
And you can't say enough about the value of a player like him. I mean, who can attack a defense in so many different ways from the point.
Exactly. It's just not his ability to distribute the basketball. I mean, it's the scoring punch that he provides as well. That's, to me, what makes him special as a dual-threat point guard.
Hayes, he's checked in for Pete. The Mavericks also with a sub. Sterling Brown, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. Bertens passes to Powell. The 8-footer shakes him, and he lays it up and in. Powell's got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse for them.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you got to play freely and with confidence.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Las Vegas, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Dinwiddie against McCollum. Into the lane, and the shot goes in. McCollum's got 4 this quarter.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Here's Dinwiddie, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
you know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
I mean, call him a combo guard to whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost, and when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Trailing to start the quarter, they battled hard and pulled off a tremendous comeback. Now enjoying the lead. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Jason Kidd. Jason, how do you feel about your team's performance?
I feel great. You know, we're sharing the ball, we're making extra pass, but we're attacking the paint, and if we can continue to do that, it puts us in a good seat.
Jason, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He ended up with 17 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. He's been playing extremely well lately and making some new highlights for us already in this one. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Mavericks?
The difference so far has been the efficiency of their offense. Ball movement is really good. They're not afraid to use the whole shot clock if they have to. Overall, they're making every possession count.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Well, they have to improve their defense. The guys were getting burned under the rim. They went for the hand up, as my man used to say, hand down, man down. Oh, you got to get some help. That pretty much covers everything. Shaq, you think they played their best?
No way, no way.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Dwight Powell, Jalen Brunson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Green, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 4. Oh, that's blocked.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for Las Vegas, trailing by 10. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now here's Green. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And it's Dallas with another.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Ingram dishes to McCollum. And Valanciunas now atop the key. Clock at 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Well, a lot of teams are going smaller these days, but big man Jonas Valanciunas still earning steady minutes year after year.
Efficient scoring and a presence on the glass. He's able to punish teams inside if they want to play small ball.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
Valanciunas hits them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
And here is Doncic, who's got 19. There's the pass to Finney-Smith. Powell with it, guarded by Valanciunas. Here's Brunson. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here's Ingram. The Mavericks making the shot. Passes it to Valanciunas. Jones looking for an opening. 17-foot shot on the way. Las Vegas again missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And that one is good. Doncic has got the lead up to 14 now for the Mavs.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
So it's Las Vegas now. Las Vegas calls timeout. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Well, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
So for Las Vegas, Clark comes in for Valanciunas, and Garrett Temple subbed in for Jones. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Mavericks on D. They get the rebound.
Well, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
Finney-Smith passes to Brunson. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And the basket by McCollum.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight clanks.
Doncic passes to Kleber. And Kleber slams it in.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
McCollum outside for the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. Finney-Smith kicks to Brunson. Pass to Finney-Smith. 6 to shoot. He's looking for Kleber and finds him. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And Doncic gets it to go.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Hayes dishes to Ingram. Stolen. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Here's Finney-Smith. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. Finney-Smith's got 7.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
Las Vegas trails by 20. Ingram passes to Temple. Clark with it. McCollum outside. Back to Clark. Can they get it? And off the front, and in it goes.
Looking back at McCollum's breakout 3rd year, yeah, the scoring skyrocketed, but that assist rate went up as well. Effective as a decision maker.
Now, here's Doncic. 24 points for him. The shot's good from Brunson.
Assistant.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Count it. Good. He's got 12.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Here's Doncic. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Las Vegas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Las Vegas calls timeout.
Start it.
Fisher, make some noise!
So for Las Vegas, Tony Snell's checked in for Jackson Hayes. And Bees subbed in for Garrett Temple. Bees checked in for the Mavericks. Sterling Brown comes in for Green. And the basket by McCollum.
You know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Pass to B. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drives down the lane.
So he gets them both. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Las Vegas. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said we've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires. And we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path. And I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't in the college, are in the school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball after the basket by Las Vegas. And Brunson has it in the corner. Basket counts.
Jalen
Brunson's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Las Vegas has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Ingram finds Valanciunas. McCollum left side, got a hand on it.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
There's 1:17 left here in the third quarter. Ingram outside. The pass to B. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. From downtown, Las Vegas with a new shot clock, and they'll get another chance. Ingram right side. He gets it in there. Ingram's got 14 points.
Ingram knocking down the long two. He's extremely effective from there.
Inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Here's McCollum. Doncic with the block.
You know, he's not super fast, but the reflexes of Doncic are quick. He's able to jump on the shot and take it away. That's just instinct and understanding how to play.
Count it.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
24 seconds left to play here in the third. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him.
4th team foul. Checking in for Dallas.
McCollum up top. Dinwiddie covering. McCollum against Powell. just 4 to shoot. Three-pointer. That shot off. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Isley is out there with B. Then it's Jones. Then there's Hernan Gomez. And it's Murphy in at the power forward. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. 16 points for B. Las Vegas has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's Isley. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it.
Well, I tell you what, you just got to sit back and admire the creativity there.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Here's Isley. The Mavericks making the shot. Shoots over Brown, and it's off the back rim. No good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Fires for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Murphy. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First team foul.
And Clark, you played in a very physical era. What do you think about the way fouls are called right now?
I really don't have a problem with it, Kevin. I mean, some of the fouls that were allowed in years past, way back in the 70s and 80s, I mean, those were borderline flagrant 3 kind of fouls. The game was more physical, and it was accepted as such, but I don't know if that was necessarily good for the game. I think now the way they have it set up and the way it's officiated as it relates to physicality and flagrant fouls, yeah, it may be a little bit too far the other way, but I think it's the right balance overall.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Pass to B. Goes up to the stripe, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
Well, Las Vegas shooting percentage 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Knocked away. Outside, Jones. Pass to Murphy. Here's Temple, guarded by Green. Fast break, Dallas. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket. Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. A floater. Dinwiddie's shot is off. For Las Vegas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Jones. The shot from the low post is good. Jones has got his first 2 points of the night.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time.
Yeah, I like the variety, though. Nice to switch it up.
Isley, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Temple, guarded by Green. There's the three. And another three for Las Vegas.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. A shot by Bertans. Nobody around. Another three for Dallas.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Jones with it. Defended by Dinwiddie. And there's the call on Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
And Las Vegas making a change here. Clark's checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Finney-Smith's checked in. Here's Temple. And he converts the layup.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Dallas has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Green. And Green slams it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Here's Isley. Again, Las Vegas scores.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
Dallas has gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Dinwiddie kicks to Green. Pass to Bertans. Fires from deep. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Brown against Jones. Hernan Gomez. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strip to finish with the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Here's what Las Vegas has got going right now. Murphy's checked in, and Devontae Graham subbed in for Garrett Temple. And then for Dallas, Marjanovic comes in for Davis Bertans, and Dwight Powell subbed in for Sterling Brown. Now here's Dinwiddie. The pass to Finney-Smith. The three. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on deep.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up.
Better safe than sorry, right?
And so here is Dallas after the basket by Las Vegas. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devontae Graham.
First personal foul.
That's his first
Second
foul.
Team foul.
.153 left in the fourth quarter. Dinwiddie against Graham. Here's Marjanovic. And stolen by Graham.
And you've got to do a better job of making sure the defender isn't in your space. I mean, if you're going to pump fake, you've got to make sure he doesn't have a chance for a steal.
And the basket by Murphy. Dallas has gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Mavericks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so now on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And on the season, this is going to be their third win in 4 games against this team.
And you could see how badly they wanted this win. For two very familiar opponents, a win in the season series really carries an awful lot of extra weight.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was
for Luka Doncic.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
Here's Dinwiddie. Outside, Green. Passes it to Marjanovic. And they get it back. Powell, that's good. And so Graham will bring it up for Las Vegas. Over to the wing. Clark for 3, and another 3 for Las Vegas. Dinwiddie with it. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you. Hey, Luka, another win for you, but the games keep coming. So what's the most important thing for this team to establish?
I mean, compete, you know, the way we compete today from the start till the end. The game is never over, and just compete.
I think it's important that you compete. Congrats on the win, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.